tropical storm has formed in the eastern Pacific Ocean. Tropical Storm Rick, which is currently at 13.1 north, 101 degrees west, which puts it off the coast of Mexico, likely to impact the coast in the next 2 to 3 days. Something to watch for in those regions. Currently a tropical storm with winds of 40 miles per hour, that's 65 kilometers per hour, and an estimated CDPS stage 5 right now, straight from the get-go here as of this afternoon, 3 p.m. Pacific time, this October 22nd. We're potentially looking at Acapulco for a landfall, although it is could potentially happen further towards the west. There's quite a lot of uncertainty about it right now. Obviously with the winds, we could be expecting hurricane force winds quite widespread in some areas around the landfall zone, and with some strong rainfall, precipitous rainfall, which could result in possibly 12 inches in accumulations. There it is right now, 40 miles per hour, pressure 1005 millibars, and its location overlaid there on the map. Hurricane watches are already in effect for Zihuatanejo to Punta San Telmo, currently, as it's 436 kilometers from Acapulco there, and a tropical storm watch from Zihuatanejo to Tepan de Galeana and Punta San Telmo to Manzanillo. That's the current situation right now, with those warnings being painted along the coast of Mexico. Basically, westernmost Guerrero province up to Jalisco is the area to be watching out for this tropical storm. It is likely to intensify substantially, but at the moment we're looking at 40 mile per hour winds from the National Hurricane Center, although ASCAT has slightly stronger winds on its latest pass at around 45. NOAA ADT a little bit higher at around 48 there, SSEC down at around 42. This is the National Hurricane Center's forecast cone. You can see it's much further towards the west on the forecast, and you can see the hurricane watches a little bit displaced to the eastern side because models are trending generally slightly east, but we're expecting that landfall to be of significant hurricane strength, although Category 1 is what we're currently expecting at the landfall point. National Hurricane Center going with a peak, I think it was 85 miles per hour, but further strengthening cannot be ruled out because these systems can blow up quickly at this time of year in this part of the world. So that's the GFS model there, showing a run very far to the east, and it basically moves northwards. That's what one model run is going with. Obviously you saw the National Hurricane Center's forecast much further towards the west. Wherever this storm makes landfall though, basically the rule is the same, that it will deliver hurricane force winds. It won't be a huge storm in terms of size, but the rainfall totals there you can see, especially over the mountain areas, reaching 10 inches quite comfortably, 250 millimeters. Sea surface temperatures ahead of the storm are also pretty good, and if it does move west, that will also give it not just more time but more real estate and very warm sea surface temperatures, which are pushing 29 degrees Celsius there. You can see that little point there, 84.1, that's around 29 Celsius. Along the coast of Mexico, 28 to 29 is generally what they're going with. So the HWRF and the HMON model, they are trending further west, and they're calling for a stronger peak up to Category 2 status, and you can see here the wind shear potential rather low in the very important time between now and landfall, and you can see the complexion of those models there on the bottom left hand side, with National Hurricane Center going even further west than what those three are currently saying. So in short, this storm shouldn't have anything troubling it in terms of an environment as we look at it on the satellite imagery. Rick is starting to build that central core, although it's been petering off just a little bit in those latest frames, but I'm sure it will start bursting with new convection very soon, and we'll at some point start to see that movement towards the north. If it happens very quickly, then perhaps the GFS might be more favoured, but at the moment it is sinking towards the west by the looks of things on the satellite imagery, so it is looking more like a further westward landfall is going to be probable, and that's why the hurricane watches are out there further towards the west of Acapulco.